National Story segment tonight. As you may know, the Dallas terrorist MICAH Johnson was killed by police after he murdered 5 police officers and wounded 9 others. Yesterday, Johnson's parents gave an interview.
I don't know what to say to anybody to make anything better. I didn't see it coming.
Talk about Micah, honey.
He was a good son.
He was a good son.
I love my son with all my heart. I hate what he did.
Joining us now from Dallas, Lawrence Jones, the man who interviewed Johnson's parents. Mr. Jones works for The Blaze. So tell me about the family, and we'll start with the father. He seems like a regular American guy. He doesn't seem like anybody different from any of the rest of us.
Yeah, Bill, the family was a regular family. They were God-fearing people, believed in God, a mixed family amongst different races. His stepmother was white, his mom was black, and his dad was black, of course. And they just talked about how much they loved their son and how that this one day shouldn't define their son's legacy.
Well, of course it will. The Army, and he was in the Army for a while, served in Afghanistan. They said he was a troubled guy. I mean, we've gotten reports now. But the family didn't see him that way, correct?
That's not true. The family didn't say he was in trouble. They did say that when he went to the military, he was about patriotism and the Constitution, and he was let down in the military some way, some form or fashion, and he changed when he left the military. He became a loner, and he wasn't the same MICAH that entered in the military. He was let down by not only the military and the government, but as well as the Veterans Administration.
Did they say how he was let down? What specifically?
Well, specifically, he had some injuries with his back, and he continued to reach out to the Veterans Administration and the government, telling them that he needed help, and they didn't help out.
All right.
He also said that they lied a lot, and he was against the lying going on within the military.
He also had a beef against police that you talked to the family about. Let's roll the tape on that.
He didn't trust the police.
He did not.
No. I mean,
like many in the black community.
Like many.
Yeah, exactly.
My son was sitting in front of a store eating a sandwich. Both of my sons. He was dropping off my youngest son, waiting on his father. The police was called because 2 suspicious black men were lurking by the store, a place where he went several times every week. The police pulled him out of the vehicle, questioning him while he was there.
Not an unusual story, and certainly not a story that would lead to the level of violence that we witnessed at the hands of Mr. Johnson. I feel bad for the family. I mean, you know, obviously the father is, we saw how emotional, but nothing anybody can do. I mean, the man...
Well, Bill, it goes back to a conversation that we need to have in America that many people are afraid of having, this relationship problem as it relates to the black community and the police. And it's something that is very uncomfortable, but is very necessary. And my job was, as a commentator, I am not a journalist, was to give the family an opportunity to tell their story. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me. And I'm hoping that through this interview that will air Wednesday, that healing is brought to America and that we can prevent this from never happening again.
Sure. And you did a nice job, Mr. Jones, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you,
the entire interview, as Mr. Jones just mentioned, with the Johnson family will run on Wednesday on The Blaze.